Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fleur Fluency, your comfortable place to learn easy English through real, everyday conversations. I am Fleur.
And I am Haren. Welcome back, friends. Whether you are drinking a cup of coffee, walking outside, or relaxing at home, we are so glad you are tuning in today.
That's right. And today we have a very special topic. We are going to talk about nature and animals, specifically Canadian wildlife.
Oh, I love this topic. Canada is known around the world for its huge forests, clear blue lakes, cold, snowy winters, and of course, its incredible animals.
Yes. When people think of Canada, they often picture giant bears, huge moose, or swimming whales. But today, we want to share some fun facts, talk about what it's like to live near these animals, and go through 10 great English vocabulary words along the way.
And remember, if you are an English learner, don't worry if you miss a word. We speak at a natural, easy pace so you can follow along comfortably. At the end of the episode, we will go through our word overview with simple examples.
So, before we dive into the big animals like bears and moose, can I ask you a quick question? Have you ever seen a wild animal in person here?
Oh, absolutely. Even in city parks, you see a lot of small animals, like red squirrels, black squirrels, and raccoons. But if you travel just a little bit outside the main city areas into the forests, nature really comes alive. It makes you realize how vast the nature really is.
That word you just used, vast, is actually our very first vocabulary word for today. Let's talk about what makes the land so vast and famous.
To start off, we have to talk about the official national animal of Canada. Many people might think it's a bear, but it's actually much smaller.
That's right, it's the beaver. Beavers are medium-sized rodents that live near rivers, lakes, and streams. They're famous for their large, flat tails and their very sharp front teeth.
It's funny because when people hear beaver, they might wonder, why is a small animal the national symbol of a huge country?
Well, historically, beavers played a huge role in local history because of the fur trade hundreds of years ago. But biologically, they are amazing engineers.
Engineers, that's a great way to put it. Beavers use their teeth to chop down trees and branches. Then they build wooden walls in rivers called dams.
Yes, and why do they build dams?
They build dams to create deep, quiet pools of water. In these calm pools, they build their homes, which are called lodges. The deep water protects them from predators like wolves or bears, and it stops the water from freezing completely in the cold winter.
They work so hard. In English, we even have a popular idiom related to beavers. We say someone is as busy as a beaver, or an eager beaver, when they work very hard without stopping.
I love that phrase. She worked all weekend on her project. She was as busy as a beaver. That's a great idiom to write down in your notebook.
Beavers are also what scientists call an ecosystem engineer. When they build a dam, they change the environment around them. They create wetlands that give homes to fish, birds, frogs, and plants.
So, even though they are small, they have a massive impact on nature.
Now, let's move on to the larger animals that everyone asks about, moose and bears.
Oh boy, a moose is much bigger than most people expect. If you've never seen a moose, try to picture a horse, but much taller, with long legs, dark brown fur, and giant antlers on its head.
Antlers are the hard, bone-like crowns that grow on the heads of male deer and moose. A male moose can weigh over 600 kilograms. That is heavier than a small car.
And because they're so big, driving on forest roads at night can sometimes be dangerous. Drivers have to pay close attention because a moose might step onto the highway suddenly.
That's why you'll often see warning signs on forest highways showing a picture of a moose. It tells drivers to slow down and stay cautious.
Speaking of staying cautious, what about bears? There are 3 main types of bears here, right?
Yes, there are black bears, grizzly bears, and polar bears.
Black bears are the most common. You can find them in forests across almost every region. They're usually shy and try to avoid humans, but they love finding food.
That's right. If you go camping in a national park, you have to follow strict rules about food. You cannot leave food or trash near your tent because bears have an incredible sense of smell.
Parks have special bear-proof trash cans made of heavy metal with secret latches that bears cannot open. It keeps both humans and bears safe.
And what about grizzly bears? Where do they live?
Grizzlies are much larger and stronger than black bears. They live mostly in western mountain regions. They have a noticeable hump on their shoulders and long claws designed for digging.
And finally, far up in the icy north, you find polar bears. There's even a small northern town called the polar bear capital of the world.
Polar bears are built for extreme cold. They have thick white fur and a thick layer of fat called blubber to keep them warm while hunting on sea ice. They're magnificent creatures, but because of climate change and melting ice, their natural habitat is facing big challenges.
Nature isn't just about forests and mountains, though. Having thousands of miles of ocean shoreline means marine life is a huge part of the wildlife, too.
That's true. On both the west and east coasts, you can see amazing marine life, especially whales.
People travel from all over the globe to go whale watching. You can see humpback whales, killer whales, also called orcas, and even blue whales, which are the largest animals to ever exist on Earth.
Imagine sitting in a boat on a quiet ocean bay, and suddenly a giant whale rises out of the water, blows air from its blowhole, and splashes back down. It's an unforgettable experience.
It really is. And if you look up into the sky while you are near rivers or lakes, you will probably see the most famous bird in the country, the Canada goose.
Ah, the Canada goose. Big gray and brown bodies, long black necks, and white patches on their cheeks.
In the spring, they fly north to nest and raise their babies. Then, when autumn comes and the weather gets cold, thousands of geese fly south together in a classic V shape in the sky.
When birds travel long distances every year to find warmer weather or food, we use the word migrate. Geese migrate every single year.
They are also famous in towns because they walk across roads slowly in groups, and cars have to wait for them. They are very confident birds.
Yes, they definitely own the sidewalk.
Well, we have covered so much interesting information today about beavers, moose, bears, whales, and geese.
Now, let's transition into our word overview section. We picked 10 important English words from our conversation today. Let's go through them slowly with simple definitions and example sentences so our listeners can practice. Word number 1 is vast.
Word number 1 is vast. Vast means extremely large, huge, or wide in size or area.
Example: the country has a vast landscape with miles of empty forests.
Word number 2 is rodent. A rodent is a small mammal with sharp front teeth that keep growing, like mice, rats, squirrels, and beavers.
Example: the beaver is the largest rodent in North America.
Word number 3 is ecosystem. An ecosystem is a community of living plants, animals, and environment working together in a specific area.
Example: beaver dams create new wetlands that benefit the entire local ecosystem.
Word number 4 is antlers. Antlers are the hard, bone-like growths on the heads of animals like deer, elk, and moose.
Example: male moose grow large antlers every year during the spring.
Word number 5 is cautious. Being cautious means being careful and avoiding danger or risks.
Example: drivers should be very cautious when driving through forest roads at night.
Word number 6 is habitat. A habitat is the natural home or environment where an animal or plant lives.
Example: forests and rivers provide a safe habitat for wild animals.
Word number 7 is extreme. Extreme means reaching a high degree or very severe and unusual, like weather or conditions.
Example: polar bears are physically built to survive in extreme cold weather.
Word number 8 is coastline. A coastline is the land along the edge of an ocean, sea, or large lake.
Example: there is a very long coastline where you can go whale watching.
Word number 9 is migrate. To migrate means to move from one region or country to another, usually according to the seasons.
Example, many birds migrate south during the cold winter.
Word number 10 is unforgettable. Unforgettable means so beautiful, wonderful, or unusual that you will always remember it.
Example, seeing a blue whale in the ocean was an unforgettable experience.
Awesome job. That is our 10 words for today. Try to write down 2 or 3 of these words and use them in your own sentences today.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Fleur Fluency. If you enjoyed learning about wildlife today, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with a friend who is learning English.
Let us know in the comments below, what is your favorite wild animal from your country? We love reading your comments.
Until next time, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep growing.
Bye everyone. See you in the next episode.